Alright, hey guys, so I'll try to do my best getting some angles. So this is the Supreme Suspension Diff Drop Kit for a 2007 to 2013 Chevy Silverado. Well, that's what I'm working on anyways. So I dropped the diff all the way out because I was replacing a seal on one of the axle shafts, but this is pretty much how it looks. I saw another video of a guy saying you had to grind down some of the fins on the diff. I haven't got that far yet, but it does look like it moves it forward about an inch. So I'm hoping I don't have to grind off any of those fins on the diff. So that's the driver's side. The fat part of the wedge goes towards the radiator. I confirmed that with a tech on Supreme Suspensions. This is the passenger side. So on the passenger side, you have to knock out the factory pressed in bolts that go through this hole. Easiest way I found to do it was take off this nut and that nut, take this arm off. I put it on the floor. I had a big socket, actually the CV axle socket, and I put it on the back side and I just thumped it out with that big hammer, little mallet. So they came out pretty easy, actually. It wasn't too bad. So I did have to replace that nut. I was able to use the factory nut. Let's see if I can get a good angle. Well, I was able to use the factory nut on the back side of the wedge, but the front, luckily I had a shouldered nut that was shorter. The factory one was too tall and the threads of the bolt didn't go all the way through, so I found one in my just spare parts bin, and I was able to cinch that sucker down. So it's really hard to knock those posts out if you don't take this arm off, because these brackets right here have rubber bushings in them, and they're flexible to allow the diff, to move so it doesn't break when under load. But yeah, so I just had to take this cross member down to drop the diff. I disconnected the U-joint, and I'm putting new CV axles, so I took those all the way out, and new struts, so those are missing. But yeah, I'll post a updated video. I'm gonna try to stick the diff back in there now, and we'll see how it goes.